You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. I can't keep quiet anymore. With those 6 trembling words, COCO GAUFF shattered the silence in a way no one saw coming. No trophy. No celebration. Just a 21-year-old American superstar standing alone in a cold hallway past midnight. Eyes wet, voice shaking, finally breaking under the weight of a night that had gone terribly, painfully wrong. Tonight, we uncover everything. Because what happened during COCO GAUFF's shocking Masters elimination was more than a defeat. It was a storm. Of chaos, of pressure, of raw humanity. That left the entire tennis world stunned. This is a fictional dramatization, inspired by the emotional reality athletes face. But the story you're about to hear? It will feel real. Too real. It was supposed to be routine. A night match. A packed stadium. A confident COCO GAUFF stepping onto the court after a season filled with grit, victories, and the unstoppable rise that made her the pride of American tennis. But from the very first ball, you could tell something was off. The crowd wasn't cheering. They were restless. The atmosphere wasn't electric. It was volatile. Every point COCO lost was met with groans. Every mistake with boos. Every close call with explosive arguments from the stands. Even the chair umpire looked nervous. Every decision felt delayed. Every overrule felt strange. Every warning felt inconsistent. And COCO? She kept trying to smile through it. Trying to breathe. Trying to play her game. But sometimes, the court becomes a battlefield long before the scoreboard shows it. The match turns dark, and COCO feels every second of it. By the second set, COCO's frustration was impossible to hide. Her opponent played aggressively, fearlessly, but with a tone, a sharpness, a constant stream of comments that the microphones didn't quite catch. But COCO did. She tried to ignore it. Tried to focus. Tried to push through. But the crowd, the tension, the energy, it all kept building. Then came the moment that broke her rhythm entirely. A controversial call at 4-4 that even replay cameras couldn't agree on. COCO challenged. The screen froze. The stadium erupted. The umpire hesitated. And the call stood. COCO's jaw dropped. Her coach buried his face in his hands. The match spiraled. Within minutes, COCO had lost the set, and eventually, the match. But that wasn't the real breaking point. The breaking point happened after. The midnight confession. COCO can't hold it in anymore. Reporters waited in the tunnel. Cameras rolling. Microphones up. COCO walked in with her jacket zipped high and her head down. She sat. She took a shaky breath. And for the first time in her career, she cried. Not a dramatic cry. Not a publicity cry. Just a human cry. One made of exhaustion, hurt, and disappointment. And then, she spoke. I tried to smile tonight. I tried to pretend everything was fine. But I'm human. And today, it became too much. Her voice cracked. Her hands trembled. The room froze. People think we're robots. That we don't feel anything. That we're made of steel. But the truth is, we feel everything. Every cheer. Every boo. Every comment. Every unfair moment. I work like crazy every single day, and sometimes, it just hurts. You could hear a pin drop. But she wasn't done. Broken heart COCO's strongest words of the night. In a trembling whisper, she said, Tonight I felt like I didn't belong. Like no matter what I did, the match had already been decided. And that's the hardest part. The words weren't anger. They were honesty. The kind that cuts deeper than any scoreboard. She wasn't insulting the sport. She wasn't blaming anyone. She wasn't pointing fingers. She was simply telling the truth. A truth athletes are often too scared to say. Pressure hurts. Crowds can overwhelm. Referees make mistakes. Opponents get heated. Matches can turn dark. And even champions break. United States America responds. COCO's courage goes viral. Within minutes, the clip spread across social media. Fans flooded the comments. COCO, we love you. You didn't deserve that atmosphere. You're stronger than tonight. Thank you for speaking up. Sports journalists called her confession one of the most powerful athlete moments of the year. Former players chimed in. Everyone has a breaking point. She showed courage, not weakness. This is what real leadership looks like. And in the middle of it all, Coco quietly walked out of the press room, eyes tired, heart heavy, but finally, relieved. Sometimes breaking down is the biggest step toward standing up again. The truth behind the fiction, why this story hits so hard. What you heard today is a fictional dramatization, designed for storytelling, but it reflects a real emotional truth. Athletes, especially young ones, face enormous pressure, intense crowds, a controversial officiating, a mental health struggles, unfair expectations. The weight of being a role model. COCO GAUFF is one of the strongest, most inspiring young athletes in the world. Stories like this, real or fictional, remind us that behind the trophies and headlines, they're still human. If you use this ending in your video, your watch time will shoot up, whatever COCO GAUFF does next. One thing is certain. America stands with her. Because champions aren't defined by the nights they win, but by the nights they survive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.